Welcome everybody back to the Mabee Observatory. My name is Cade MacArthur and I'm here to talk about the annular solar eclipse that will be crossing the United States on Saturday. Also in this video I'll be talking about some of the sciences behind some of these eclipses and the reasons why they happen. During Fall Fest, the observatory will be holding an open house from 11 to 12:30 for viewing of the eclipse. For those who cannot make it, this YouTube channel will be live with a live feed of the eclipse.
That's right. During Fall Fest starting at 10:21 a.m. the eclipse will begin. Here's a demonstration of what you might see here in Newton, Kansas. At 11:47 the eclipse will reach its maximum and will continue until 1:19 where the moon will completely leave the sun. If you're a watcher somewhere further south, the moon will cover more of the sun, and if you are further north, the lesser amount of the coverage you'll see. This eclipse is part of a family of eclipses that have run across America for the past few years. However, the difference with this eclipse is that it is an annular eclipse, and I will get to the science behind that here in a moment. Here are some fun things to look out for that you might notice during the eclipse. Number 1. Certain shadows beneath the trees work as sort of a solar projector, so small shadows underneath the trees may look crescent-shaped, which mimics the progression overhead. Number 2. A change in color might be noticeable, such as the lighting seeming more yellow or orange. The atmosphere in general will feel weird. Number 3. There's a slight possibility that you may feel a slight drop in temperature during the maximum times of the eclipse. But one important question that is asked every time an eclipse event comes around is, can I look at the eclipse with my own eyes? No, you cannot whatsoever. Even with more than half of the sun covered on Saturday, the sun is just as powerful as it is uncovered. Only during total solar eclipses when totality is reached are you able to look directly at the eclipse. So, what is some of the science behind some of these eclipses? The most basic definition of an eclipse is when the shadow from the moon is cast upon the Earth while it transits in front of the sun. But let's dive a little deeper. Well, for one, most eclipses happen during the new moon phase, but this is not always the case for each new moon. This is due to the somewhat elliptical orbit of the moon around the Earth. No orbit in the solar system is a perfect circle, including the moon's orbit around Earth. Not only is it elliptical, it also has about a 5-degree bend around the Earth. So there are a lot of variables that must come together at the right time to have an eclipse event occur. So what's the difference between an annular solar eclipse, which we will see on Saturday, versus a total solar eclipse? Well, due to the variations in orbit of the moon is simply too far from the Earth to completely cover the sun in the sky on Saturday. This causes the moon to appear smaller than the sun in the sky. These small variations in orbit play a significant role in the types of eclipses that can happen. During a total solar eclipse, the moon is at a good distance from the Earth and at the right spot to cast a total shadow on the Earth. More commonly, we experience these elliptical orbits as supermoons, since the definition of a supermoon is a full moon at its closest point to Earth. This makes it appear larger than usual in our sky.
But that's about all we have here for you today at the Mabee Observatory at Bethel College. My name is Cade MacArthur and I will see you guys next time.